Hi guys, so today I'm doing something a little different. Thank you to my girl Jackie for the idea. I'm doing a video of what I would look like if I was the final girl in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974. So the final girl in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie from 1974 was Sally Hardesty. She had this very long straight hair, super flawless skin. In the 70s, it was all about tan skin, effortless, no lashes, glossy lips. So that's what I'm going with here today. I was kind of inspired by Farrah Fawcett on the mug. But this is what I would look like if I was Sally Hardesty, or the final girl for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974. And you better believe I would have whooped Leatherface's ass. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is something different, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it into a series, but maybe. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye! Okay everyone, so we're doing things a little different today. We are not gonna be using any eye base or anything like that. This is a very, very natural look. Very sun-kissed, that type of thing. So that's why I am not going to be really focusing on the eyes. It's more so on the skin. We want to look a little sunburnt, a little suntan. Makes it look more natural to me when you're a little, if you just go for tan, everyone always burns a little bit. At least I do. So that's what I go for. Okay, so no concealer. We're using the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. The foundation is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I wanted something that was medium coverage that still showed like imperfections and stuff, because when you're doing something supernatural, you know, for me, I'm okay with my imperfections showing. I say imperfections, I mean like freckles and stuff, really. It's not imperfections, it's just markings on the skin. So I apply that all over with a brush, and then I use a beauty blender just to blend that all out. Get rid of any brush strokes and potentially suck up any excess product. I have a mark from where my glasses sit. It like got irritated or something, so it's kind of, so I'm going to be concealing there. You'll see that in one sec. This is the Colourpop Soul Body Bronzing Balm. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sandwiching bronzer and blush on my forehead. So you see me using bronzer all over to give a more tan look. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a liquid blush, and that is P. Louise Coral Morals. And then I will go ahead and put bronzer back over top of it, because I want it to be bronze, but also look a little sunburnt. I know that that sounds bizarre, but maybe you'll see my vision when I'm there. So that's the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. I'm not blending it out. I'm keeping it very focused on the one spot that I wanted to conceal. And then I'm using the Soul Body Bronzing Balm along the perimeter of my face and over my nose bridge and cheeks. And lips. So this is the P. Louise blush. Didn't apply too much, but you'll see what I mean. I look really sunburnt when I have this all blended out. And then when I put the bronzer over top of it, it looks more like a suntan with a slight burn. Because, like I said, that's how I tan, so that's how I wanted to tackle this. So I'm using that bronzer over top, so there's still that pinky tone coming through. And then also I will be going ahead and using powder and bronzer, powder bronzer over top of my forehead, so that'll tone down the red as well. If you can get away with not using powder, like if it doesn't skeeve you out, like wet foundation, I mean. If it doesn't skeeve you out, then go ahead, do it, but it skeeves me out. So, like, I don't know if it's a sensory thing or what, but getting hair stuck on my makeup and, like, foundation especially really grosses me out. So I powder everything. I like everything to be completely matte, and then go over with where I want my glow after, because I don't want everything to be glowy. I want it to be glowy in specific spots. I hope that makes sense. I'm using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic loose powder, along with, under this, I use the MAC Studio Fix powder. Then I'm using a darker color in the MAC Studio Fix powder for bronzer. I believe it's NW20, I want to say, or I'm sorry, NW40, I want to say. So I'm using that all over, and then I'll go in with the Physicians Formula and just kind of blend that color out. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, I mean. So you can see my forehead doesn't really look like so red or pink anymore, but it does have that undertone of warmth. That's what I wanted. I'm using the Made by Mitchell Tiger's Eye All Smudge No Budge pencil. This is just to give a slight depth at my lash line, and I wanted to blend it out. The 70s were really big with blending out their top and bottom liner and just kind of having it be supernatural, at least in the photos that I saw. And like I said, I was inspired by Farrah Fawcett, and that's what it looked like she did a lot. For shadow, I did extremely simple. I did the Star Wedding palette. I did Save the Date in the crease, Committed just along the outer crease, a little bit of Star Vows on the lid, and I'm talking a very little bit, and smudging it out with my fingers to make sure that it wasn't too pigmented. I didn't want it to be pigmented. I wanted it to more look like a frosty, dewy, kind of, a little bit of an oily eyelid, to be honest with you. And then I just used Grand Entrance on my brow bone and inner, but that was very light as well, too. I wanted everything to be not as pigmented, which I know you wouldn't normally say, but in this situation, that's what I wanted. So I'm just using Committed now, and I'm going to go over it with Save the Date and just blend that all out, just to give a little bit of depth with not looking like too much of shadow, like eyeshadow, just more so looking like a natural shadow. And that is Grand Entrance. And then I did use, for a little bit of a greasier eye look, I know that sounds bizarre, but that's what I wanted. I wanted it to look like kind of a sweaty, summery eye. I don't know. I used Cut the Cake, which is from the Star Wedding palette, obviously, and then I used that on the inner corner very slightly and just blended it out. Do you know what I mean when I say oily eyelids? I don't know if you know what I mean, but anyway. Then I used the Lise Watier Soft Plum Lip Pencil. Really loving this lip pencil. It looks like My Lips But Better, kind of. My lips were haggard. They were so fucking dry because I had foundation and stuff on them. So that's why you see them looking tore up from the floor up. Just used a little bit of the Jeffree Star Beaded Glass, the gloss. And then I'm curling lashes and using the Benefit They're Real Magnetic Mascara. Then you'll see the blush I use, which is from the Pixie and Hello Kitty Charming Glow Chrome Glow palette. And for highlighter, I used something a little different. I used the Flexetarian by Colourpop all over the cheek and all on the forehead. And then I just went over it. That's the blush I used, those three there. And I used that where I regularly do, but I also used it up on my nose for a more sunburnt look. And these are shimmery colors as well, too. So it's nice because it adds a bit of a wet look to the face. Greasy, oily. Yeah, so this is the Flexetarian, using that on the cheeks, and then using it on a little bit on the nose and on the forehead. And then I use the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Balm, just very slightly on the cheek, just for further dew. And that's that there. And then I'm spraying that all over with the Cream Shop and Hello Kitty Celebrate Setting and Priming Spray, and that is just dousing the face and then using a little fan. I wanted everything to kind of melt and marry together so that it looked less powdery and less like makeup. I was really happy with how this turned out. I go ahead and I plop on my middle part long blonde wig, and yeah, just get a little bit of those baby hairs down, and we're all done. I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know if you like this or want to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye!